hello, chap. Sorry, that was kind of a sad episode.
Yeah, it was. I promise that this next one's going to be a little bit more lighthearted.
Oh, right.
No, I'm being genuine.
Okay. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I've just been stalking you and staring in your windows at night for the past 2 weeks. I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. I was trying to break in. It should have been common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. I'm sorry. It's just my friend thing that popped up. Did you see it?
No, I wasn't.
He's got like the anime girl with the tongue out, like as his profile pic. And he changed his name to Deep Moan.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. Handcuffs, candles,
rope.
Yeah, exactly. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine.
Oh fuck, I forgot the leather gimp suit, god damn it.
Yeah. I take Yuri to my room. This is way too clean to be your room. I mean, he has been during the whole weekend, but the first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Don't find the hentai collection, don't find the hentai collection, don't find the hentai collection. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. It would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
Oh no, not my hentai collection.
Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist.
In fact, wouldn't be surprised if it's Yuri hentai in particular.
Yes, I got it. Sorry, I'm joking.
I know, it was a bad pun, but...
Well, I've been thinking it, like, the instant I saw her name, it was just like, oh, I wonder if that was intentional.
But you know, like, angsty high school kids seem to be attracted to gay porn of the opposite sex for some reason. I don't fucking know.
I mean, actually, that's exactly true with the opposite gender as well, man.
That's what I meant. Like, I thought that I made that clear. I loved them both, and I got, but whatever.
Oh, sorry.
Whatever. It's all good.
I thought you said God. Anyway,
no.
She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, like a ticking time bomb. Mood, lighting, aromatherapy, candles. I did get candles on that previous list, but for a different reason than I had initially assumed.
Totally.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to take our guests to a faraway place. Are you
My sex dungeon.
I was going to say, are you going to call in David Bowie and take them to Labyrinth? Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Really? You're not going to backpedal? Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved.
Touch me.
And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. Like prune juice.
I fucking hate prune juice.
I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Deadly neurotoxins! No, I was gonna, what is it, like? They shoot them into bears to make them fall asleep.
Tranquilizers.
Yeah, like tranquilizers. Yuri rummages through her bag and pulls out a handgun. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on my way here, so I just happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black pepper and use the candles to light the room. And then draw a pentagram on the floor in a lamb's blood and say, that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's called a strap-on. It's a diffuser for essential oil. Ah, shit, she's one of those people. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oil or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive enemy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Dark magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole on the top. Oh, so you vape! Thanks for doing it in my house! Wow, that smells wonderful! What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily.
Oh my god!
Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? Man, this voice makes me create a lot of saliva in my mouth for some reason.
It's fucking perfect.
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll just trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. You know, I love how I keep inserting, like, really dark shit, because I'm just trying to prepare myself for the dark shit.
Yeah.
She then reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? To tie you to the bed, of course. Well,
prepare your anus!
Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you for? Origami! Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using that paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Truth and dare. Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Won't that be beautiful?
Beautiful.
It would also catch the eye of those passing the room. It may attract some to peek inside, and then we'll grab them and drag them into the chair.
Peep show time, bitches.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Touch me harder.
Sorry. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, JesusTwo. Right?
Ah, it smells wonderful.
Exactly where I was going to go with that. Or, or write dumb bastard across your forehead backwards. So whenever you look in the mirror, you know. You can write any characters you want. Translation.
Yeah,
I'll help
kanji
you
or whatever.
once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, just the two of us get to work. I carefully draw out a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, the knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It's a super pocket knife! It looks really fancy. Oh, you should see my machete. Well.
I feel attacked here all of a sudden.
It's not my fault you have a machete. There's Fury looks so much.
I've also got one of those, Soviet spades that are sharp and like a fucking axe.
Right.
I digress.
Oh, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. I would not say something as bold as that. To each their own, I would say that. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty.
They make me so wet.
I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. And well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Yes, please. The knife! Jesus! The knife! Sure, I'll check it out. She carefully hands me the knife while with the handle facing me.
Oh, it's got her fingerprints on it. This is so hot.
I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharp. I decide to plunge it straight into my forehead.
Dumbass!
I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Why not the pinky? It's the least used finger. JesusTwo! I must lick the blood.
Interestingly enough, the pinky actually grips the strongest, when you've got something in your hand.
The more you know! The point is, it's kind of like how people always cut the palm, and I'm like, please, cutting your forearm would be so much better in comparison.
It's like, being such a knife nerd that I am, like, it's something interesting, fuck, the guy that wrote this article was a doctor as well, but basically, if the handle isn't comfortable, where your pinky is, then that's really bad design, is what I'm trying to say, because that's where the grip is the strongest.
Huh.
But I digress. I'm gonna stop nerding out for a moment.
No, it's okay. I didn't know that. I really didn't. I wasn't trying to attack you in your knife fetish, by the way.
At least I don't. At least I don't cut myself for attention or anything like that. So not trying to take a jab at anyone you know. I'm sorry, because I realize that you do have a friend that does that.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I just... No, it's more... I wasn't doing that because of my friend. I was doing that because of the idea.
Touché.
Why did you do that? I wasn't expecting it to be that sharp. You're a fucking idiot. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. I can cut through skin like it's paper. You always wear long sleeves, don't you? Oh no!
Makes you wonder, is she speaking from experience?
Yeah. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. You're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts her finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I knew she was going to do that. Feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively start to pull my hand back.
Don't worry, she's just practicing for, for later, because she wants to give you fellatio.
Please forgive me. Wait, are you saying this guy's dong is only as big as his pinky?
Oh god,
I actually want to make that canon now.
Oh god, I didn't even mean to imply that.
I know! It was just where my messed up mind went.
And plus it makes me sound kind of racist, because the whole, Asian man small dick stereotype.
I wasn't even thinking about that! Actually, do you want to pause it? I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Your blood tastes so good, JesusTwo. So coppery. Which is weird because blood has iron in it.
Were you talking about how many people you would have to kill to make a knife out of people's iron in their blood?
No. It was like a joke about the taste. I said that it's coppery, which is weird because blood has iron in it.
Oh, right. Okay, so my question now is, what's wrong with the other two? Because it's like, okay, Sayori has major depression. She probably cuts herself and is probably into some darker blood stuff. Monica is unnerving, and seems to have the problem where she keeps saying game meta stuff.
Yeah, like I will put it this way to be vague, depending on the choices that you make in in Act 2, where it becomes a full-blown horror game, you may get to see more about the other characters.
Fair enough. Oh boy, I can't believe we're only in Act 1. I feel like we've been reading this for a year.
We're getting close to the end of Act 1, though, and Act 1 is the longest.
My anxiety is super peaking on this game, by the way, because I'm just like, I don't know when the shoe's going to drop, so I'm just tense all the time.
You see, well, you're just walking in my shoes, like the game gave me depression, and now I'm just
sharing it with me because you're an asshole.
Misery loves company.
Hold on. QWERTY. Enter. We're in. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, you can suck it if you want. Sorry. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right?
You could get infected that way. You don't know what kind of germs are in her mouth.
Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Ooh. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover for this the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This may be a stupid... Oh god, he's going to actually do it. Maybe a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I took Yuri's hand and licked her index finger in... Pig Dave is processing. An error has occurred.
Error.
How did you think that was the next logical thing to do in this situation? Boing! JesusTwo! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Ellipsis! Yuri looks at me as if I did something wrong. Ah ha ha ha! I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine ore, the air would be extremely heavy right now. She's like, you needed to cut my finger first. You're so fucking weird, JesusTwo.
Well, that makes two of us.
Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Good. Shut up. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. But you must understand I'm a fucking vampire, so if it starts bleeding again... The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. Bruce Banner, to be specifically. Let's make a Hulk. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. I thought they were for eating. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it will be too diluted.
Diluted.
I take Yuri's advice and decide to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. And then I remember that she nearly found my collection earlier and rushed back to the room at top speed. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring them back to my room. Yuri? I'm not hiding your smut behind my back. Yes. Coming to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her. Fuck, I was right. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong. So, I feel like this is just what we should title an episode. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, this is the, the whole game is just, the "this is fine" meme where the house is on fire.
Yeah. Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dipping them into cups. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner. That's not very simple. Starting with the colors from a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner.
Kill yourself!
Hang in there!
Oh
no! With like a noose or some shit.
Oh, god damn it. Like, were you the one that showed me that block of wood with the noose, like, from r/ex-Mormon? Right, like
oh yes, the card! I will have to link you the image so you can pull it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking put it on the screen.
If I remember correctly, it basically says, when you're at the end of the rope, just remember who the rope is tied to, and it's a goddamn noose. And I know the thing isn't supposed to be like some fucking, like it's tied to Jesus or some shit. But it's like, wait, am I supposed to hang Jesus, hang myself, or what the hell? Why is, like, it is interesting though that nooses actually can be used to lift things in like warehouses.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a really sturdy type of knot that is, But at the same time, the symbolism of a noose is kind of one way for the most part.
Yeah, it just kind of depends. Because I like to use that knot for lanyards, like with paracord. I mean,
right. So sorry, I was taking a drink.
Of course, I first learned how to do it back when I worked at that scout camp. I used to like putting lanyards on my knives. Not so much anymore, but yeah, like I still have a Swiss Army knife that I have one on because it's convenient. Like I had that same knife with me, and I said, like, yeah, this lanyard's at Hangman's noose, and the camp leaders quickly had to jump in and be politically correct of them. And actually, it's a barrel knot on a bite. I guess that.
Soft language, George Carlin intensifies.
Yes, because you see, we won't have to die thanks to this. We'll just pass away or expire. Because, but remember, as Daddy Carlin once said, political correctness is fascism with a friendly face.
Yeah.
But enough philosophy and politics.
Though I do find it funny that Boy Scouts learn how to tie a noose. Anyway!
I actually don't know if they do or not, or if that's just what they were, blurting out to, oh, could someone please think of the children, even though there weren't any actual kids, around when I was saying that. It just the other instructors, and staffers.
But okay, one thing I do have to say is, guess what? People play a game called Hangman. Children play this game called Hangman. They don't freak out over it. They're just like, oh, if you draw the whole person, they die.
Yep.
I always understood that principle. But now people are wanting to be so politically correct or something, so it's like, I don't fucking know. Anyway.
I mean, though I did want to say, like, back when I first made it into Boy Scouts when I was, like, 12 or whatever, I would hear people say all the time, like, oh, it's actually illegal to teach people how to tie a noose in Scouts. No idea if that was actually true or not, but...
I mean, it's also illegal to touch kids, and, I mean, yet some Scout leaders did it. Just like how it's not, it's not holy to, put your dick in children, and yet some priests...
It's lovely to see how the Mormon Church stood on that, like, oh, it's totally fine that our leaders are raping young boys, but the moment that the BSA council decides, you know what, we're gonna become more openly, like, accepting of, like, gay and trans people, like, the church is like, oh, that's the motherfucker that broke the camel's back right there, we're cutting your funding.
Yeah. Wow, this is becoming really political. We might just have to take this entire section and make a little video.
Yeah, but or maybe I'll do like one of those like watermarks. It's like skip to this point in the video if you don't want to hear us rant about politics.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I'm actually convinced it had nothing to do with the gays and the Boy Scouts of America. Partially. I think it had partially something to do with that. But I think the real thing is they were like, oh, we're going to let boys and girls basically have the same classes. And the reason is because boys and girls in the Mormon Church are taught very different roles.
Right, gender roles and all that bullshit.
So if they were all being taught the same gender roles in a, Scouts of America group, it might lessen their control over people. But moving on.
Well, I gotta close with this, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, the irony is that I found out that the British scouting group that was headed by old Lord Baden-Powell himself, that, the guy that inspired the Boy Scouts to fucking begin with, they've allowed, both boys and girls for a really long time, and most other scouting, programs throughout the world do. Ours was just kind of an outlier.
Right. I also think it's the idea of these scout leaders are supposed to be role models, and so if they aren't if they aren't Mormon friendly because they're gay, then that might corrupt our children. But I really think it was more of just we want to make a political statement about where we stand until money makes God decide what's acceptable.
Which is why we should tax the fuck out of the churches, just saying.
Yeah.
But I guess back to...
As you guys can tell, I have a lot of pent-up aggression about this topic.
Well, I mean, hey, when you were born into it and brainwashed from birth, and you didn't, discover the truth until you were 24, 25?
Yeah.
I mean, 23 in my case, but I'm 2 years younger than you.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's really fucking bad. Anyway, inspirational quotes that led us to make a lot of shit about ropes and then Boy Scouts.
Yeah, kill yourself!
We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
God damn it, Yuri!
What?
No, I know she didn't mean it, but hang.
I mean, neat. I thought we were the ones making the joke, not her. What are you going to write? Oh, okay. Well, maybe... It will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide as we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Dick! Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry I knew she was going to take it like that. I'm sorry if this feels too childish for your manly tastes. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things for fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having
your hormones next to mine.
Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Wait, you have friends? No, I'm joking. I feel like that's something this character would say. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, and simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Dude, go watch Beep! It's a great show! I was going to name one, but that one I don't want people Googling.
Oh. I was gonna name drop fucking Watamote. I've never watched it. I've just heard that it got some really cringy moments where the main character is like listening to yaoi tapes and shit. But
I think I feel the same way. Go watch Paprika, Paranoia Agent.
There you go. Oh my god, that rape scene in Paprika. Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, spoil it for them. That's not the only thing that happened.
I mean, yes, but that's the one that came to my mind first because it made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Luckily,
because I'm a decent human being, I don't get turned on by shit like that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't.
Plus, the guy was clearly insane.
Yeah, I don't normally kink shame, but if you're into that, get some help. Go
Stop
to therapy.
Get some help.
Exactly.
Anyway. Paprika's good, I promise! I feel like
yes, it is.
I just feel like people judging me because they're like, he likes a show with rape in it. I'm like, no, that's the worst scene. It is. But the rest of the story... Anyway...
I mean, come on, people like Goblin Slayers, so whatever.
And people like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
That has pedophilia and rape in it.
And incest.
Exactly, and I don't like Game of Thrones, and I'm not just saying that to be a hipster. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Let me lick it off. There's something on my face. Oh, God. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. I'm sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and dampen it with hot water. I return to the room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's... Your eyes are really far apart in this angle. God. Nose.
Is it just me, or does it give you, female Violet vibes? But even though her eyes are more, fishy.
Sure. I can agree with that to an extent. I've had here, except for she only has two, eyes fully open or eyes closed. She doesn't have the in-between. That's the only difference right now. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Sorry, is something wrong? It's hot. Hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. After finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah! I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, and it's an intense expression I recognize from when she reads her books. It's almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Dude, do not miss this opportunity!
Kiss her, you dense piece of shit!
Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began.
You missed it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it!
Yuri picks up a brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I think I know why. I remain I'm joking. Silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitate, gently retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty neat and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the result. It's like half and half, like her amazing half, and then just like...
Yeah, like that meme with, that horse drawing where the first half of it is this amazingly intricate sketch, and then the further right you go, it just becomes shittier and shittier until it looks like a little kid drew, like a pencil clenched in fist.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, me too! Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. But you haven't done me yet. I am too. I was a little concerned about time.
And there's a nice, what is that, a double or queen-size bed behind us?
With 2 pillows? I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, ellipsis.
Time to stick it in.
Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. The important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things.
Except she's probably a little disappointed that there aren't any H scenes in this game.
Yeah. Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand. You do! You understand! It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this will be the last time it can happen. I mean... You're partially right, but I think she's also a bit downcast for several other reasons. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out much. Stumble over my words and Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, JesusTwo. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
Shalala, kiss the girl.
Wow, did we just go from 780 to 244? Like, it's totally just zoomed in, but the quality's the same?
Yeah.
I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't get the chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Fuck! Fuck!
Caught in a love triangle. Maybe.
Sayori. Eh?
Hi, JesusTwo.
Fuck, I feel so bad right now. Sayori! Just now we weren't...
Oh, it's okay, JesusTwo. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course!
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
I wanted to see if you two were fucking or not. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me.
I feel that one.
Yeah. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
Uh-oh. See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, JesusTwo? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that!
It's true, JesusTwo. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Something that makes me happy. Something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, JesusTwo. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. And JesusTwo. I like you so much that I want to die. And that's how I feel. And...
Don't interrupt her, you asshole. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori...
Fuck! Oh! Fuck off! Fuck off! You might want to save. Just to be safe.
I don't wanna. I wanna just quit. I don't wanna.
I've suffered through this. You have to as well.
Fuck you! Fine, okay,
No, thank you. I don't swing that way.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. I think what she needs... Oh, God, why? Okay. If I confess love to Sayori, how is she going to take that? Versus, if I tell her she'll always be my dearest friend, how will she take that?
Exactly.
I don't like this game anymore. I
just want to get this out of the way. I'm not laughing at you to be a cool bastard. It's because I feel your pain. I fully understand.
Fuck.
Do you want to toss a coin?
I've decided.
Your friend's owner.
That's not why.
I know. I worded that really harshly. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want people to understand that it's not. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but trust me that I know what's best, what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like? To get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I just knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right, but I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, JesusTwo. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! Chase her, you fool! I'm left helpless standing there in front of my house. Chase her! Chase her! Why am I feeling so horrible after this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she has. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face each day.